Hello, welcome everyone. May the 4th be with you. Is anyone out there? Hello, out there in TV land. Let's do this. What's up, Crash?
Bet y'all drinking
I
that
think
wine
you're the
too
first
much.
one
Smoking
here.
them tweeds and everything. Wearing those clothes all half off your ass. What the hell's going on today?
First one here, number one. Hey, Rivali, what's up? Welcome. One of us. Yeah, back in Zelda. We had a couple good days here with We Are Woo visiting. If you're out there, man, it was good. He made it home yesterday in one shot, all the way back home in one shot. You've been here waiting for like 20 minutes. Yeah, I was out seeing clients. I did shoot out a tweet about starting late. I wasn't planning to start late. I just had to start late. Had to get back here, number one. Had to get some food in me, number two, and there it is. So yeah, we left off the other day. I was sure that putting on the Thunder Helm, someone would see me changing the veil for the Thunder Helm and realize I was a boy and kick me out of town. But that did not happen. And so here we are. Today, roughly, the plan was roughly not to go after a Divine Beast today, which we did the other day. I think we were talking about maybe going after Rudania tomorrow. So, what are we gonna do today? Anything. Besides going after the Divine Beasts. We had, this is what we picked up from the last Divine Beast. That lightning strike. You get 3 uses and then it recharges. Yeah, the bot might have been there. Bot might have been there first. So you can see that was number 2, number 3. It's red. It's gonna start recharging. I think it's a 10-minute recharge on that. I thought you mentioned going after Vametto today and saving Rudania for tomorrow. It's possible. Yeah, I was thinking maybe we go after Labyrinths, we do some gear, upgrades, and more exploration. Did you hear about the Path of the Hero mode? Did you hear what's coming with the DLC, now that there are a few details? I got it all secondhand. We Are Woo had seen some of it and told me about it. I didn't look it up yet, but if I understand correctly, the addition to the map that's coming with the DLC, in addition to other things that are coming with the DLC, is they're actually going to track the footsteps that you take across the entire map. Every step you take will be marked, so you'll be able to see down to the step where on the map you've been, where you haven't been, and the coolest part is it's going to be retroactive. So when it launches, you'll have the option of seeing everywhere you've been in the game for at least 200 previous hours of gameplay. So you could have completed the game, and you'll be able to fire it up and see what bits of the map you never made it to, even if you had 200 hours of playtime. That's really gonna be sweet. I'm looking forward to that. Other things though, challenge, dungeon, and other stuff. There he is. We Are Woo. Thanks for posting that link, man. Welcome. Glad you made it home in such a straight shot. Didn't have to do an overnight or nothing. Was everyone happy to see you? Furry and not furry alike. What do you mean looks like you have to start all over again? You don't, it's retroactive. That Path of the Hero stuff is is supposed to be retroactive. So we've got time, we've got no agenda. This labyrinth over here, I've never even noticed until the other day when we were talking about labyrinths. Ah, yeah, not have to, want to. Well, I can get behind that. I imagine another playthrough sometime once they have that hard mode. Enemies are going to be at least ranked up. There might be some new enemy ranks, maybe above silver, and then regen. Like they might have health regen and other things to increase the combat challenge. The zoo was happy. Picked Bonnie up from the vet this morning. That's right, she was getting spayed. She mellow? She good? Why don't we, I want to do a couple things. Let me see what shrine quest we have listed. The 7 heroines. When the symbols of the 7 find their place, the blessed path will be revealed. I think this one has to do with following statues that are right near town, kind of off in this direction, and somewhere a shrine pops up. Let's grab ourselves a sand seal and go wandering off. Weapon check, master sword, some thunder, some guardian. Do we have any frost weapons left? I do. I've got a frost blade. Right, we bought the house. No upgrades yet, but we bought the house. So, Hudson might be on his way to future Terrytown. We might want to go run into him. Let's farm some meat, get 10K, and open up the last ferry. Exactly. You see, we got a lot of stuff like that. That's perfect. I'm not gonna bring it all to mind right away, but let's work on some coin, unlocking the ferry, working on some gear. We get to the labyrinths. Maybe we pick up the barbarian set. Maybe we even start work on a third stamina wheel. Pretty sweet too. Doing good for weapons. Like to build up more of an arrow collection. We're gonna need some coin for that. We did pick up the Desert Vogue here, but everything needs upgrades. And I have a scribbled list of stuff we need for upgrades, but we're gonna need to figure it out again anyways. So I don't know about not coming in this area anymore. I kind of like this area, but I get you. We could finish some stuff up in the desert, and we do. We haven't even been to the larger statues. Really, Rain? This is the first time in 2017 you fired up Twitch? It's good to see you. We're getting back up to speed here. You haven't missed as much as you might think. Still working on getting things back up to speed. Hot Wheels! What's up, Hot Wheels? You doing well? Good, good. Glad you're doing well. You made it back. I don't know if you were lurking at all the past few days, but I had a feeling you'd be back for Zelda, and it's good to see you. What have you been doing, Rain? What have you been doing for these first few months of 2017? It's May. May the 4th. Be with you. Actually watched Rogue One again when Wu was here. Hadn't seen it yet, so we watched Rogue One. I liked it more on rewatching. I liked it more. I was able to enjoy a lot of the cinematic the sets, the accessories, the whole presentation. I was able to enjoy a lot more of that when I wasn't caught up in that first run through the film. What's that for, Rain? What's that for? Hey there, Rango. Gonna need something for the cold. The desert is both hot and cold. Hot and cold. Nothing but studying, huh? Why the how long command wouldn't be triggering there. Well, I hope your studying paid off. It usually does. But take a look at this statue, one of the 7 heroines. Kind of went by it a little too quickly there, but take a look at the sword. She's pointing her sword off in this direction. So let's go off in that direction. We want to follow these statues, one to another to another. And since I'm on an untamed sand seal, I'm not going to jump off for loot right now. Did the stream cut out? Stream still okay? Stream look alright again? Hi again, Rango! I think I see another statue. Yeah, congrats on finishing your classes for the semester. That must feel great. We got another statue here pointing off in the same direction. And we're headed, oh, here comes our sandstorm. So we're not gonna have our mini map. We're not gonna have our world map. And it's gonna get really dusty. And I can keep going and we can keep looking for statues, but it could get weird here. How long should be a thing? but I don't know why it is not currently triggering. It's available to everyone. It could be the API. The site that that is hosting the API for that might need an update. Every once in a while it does. There's various sites that provide integration with Twitch's APIs and pass information over to bots. And they're not all built-in commands. So UncBot might, in the documentation, have suggested one thing. It might have broken in the past, been changed to another. I'm guessing here. Unless I stop and go digging into it, I'm not going to get a quick answer. But I'm using an API link through rtainc.co, and that may be what's broken there. So noted. The data is not lost. It's just the API is probably the part that's not working. Let's assume we're still headed north-northwest. Keep your eyes peeled. I see another statue. We're following the swords, even if we don't have a map or a radar. You think it's a year today? Hey, congrats, Rango. Whether or not you're spot on, congrats on the year. We've got our anniversary coming up next week, too, for the whole channel. It's coming up on 2 years. That's a week from today. You know me, I'm a slacker. I'm a slacker and a slacker and a slacker. I wanted to have ready for today a couple raffles that we could do for the year 1 anniversary mugs before we hit our year 2 anniversary. And that's not quite ready. The mugs are here, but I didn't have the raffles ready to go. So more likely tomorrow, Saturday, and then possibly Monday and Tuesday, we'll do more than one raffle. We'll do a couple subs-only raffles, and we'll do a couple non-sub raffles. KBM6, thank you for the host. You get your levers today, getting ready to trash the school. I'm not familiar with levers. Getting ready to trash the school. I think that happened a little bit more in the 70s. I don't think people get to trash the school on their way out anymore. Something tells me they're not getting away with it. Did you ever see the film Dazed and Confused? One of my favorite movies. And they did kind of trash the school on their way out. Would it count if you were a sub at one point in the past? Not exactly, but I mean, we're gonna have sub and non-sub raffles, and it'll be good, and there'll be more because we got that anniversary coming up, and we'll be doing more things. Yeah, they don't even in the past. It's not like the school got regularly damaged, but I'd say debris was left all around. This is what we were here for. People would ditch all their books and papers and just kind of leave all the garbage behind everywhere. But you're gonna dress up in Baywatch costumes, water gun the shit out of everyone. It's a good time. Bring some dry undies. Did you make sure to get a picture of the bones near the fairy fountain? No, but we've got to go back. We did not have 10K for the fairy, so we will definitely be going back. That's the Leviathan. Is that what that is? We need that skeleton by the Great Fairy Fountain. Is that the Leviathan? A delayed puzzle. We've got an electrified ball being tossed back and forth that we could snatch with magnesis. Come on. Gonna be a good way to grab this. I have to grab it when it's right in the middle. It's possible. They may have set everything up so that you can't really grab it from one side or the other. I can't quite get close enough. I'm gonna have to snatch it out of the air with some good timing. Probably the delayed puzzle they're talking about. A very short shrine, yes, but you still gotta sort of time the grab just right, huh? Entropic, greetings, Jay in chat. Oh, that was close. I should be doing a count of some sort. Or maybe I'm gonna have to snatch it from a lower point. Right then, right as it's coming up. Or coming back down. See, it turns yellow very quickly. You can reach from either ramp. From either ramp. What do you mean reach from either ramp? Like if I just stand here, I can actually tag it. I think that might be what you mean. Let's see when it comes back. It'd be nicer to not have to time it, although I think I did before. Oh yeah, just sort of barely. Thank you for that. That's awesome. Much better. Pretty sure we can get let into the chest here. Thanks for that, Crash. That was much easier. Oh. Don't have room for it. Could drop something else. I think I'm carrying a Moonlight Scimitar. Slightly more. Oh, no, that's the champion weapon. Scimitar of the 7. Not dropping that. I don't have anything I want to drop for that, so let's not worry about it. You should be able to roll this just a little bit, you know. Yeah, too many other good ones. Plays into the debate over whether weapon breakage is unfair or unfun in this game. Whatever you might think of weapon breakage and how quickly it happens, there's no shortage of weapons. There's no shortage of good weapons. I think that says a lot about the weapon breakage problem. That unless you're dead set on using the same weapon all the time, it's just not too big a deal. Little more rough at the beginning of the game, but eventually there's plenty. That was one of the other interesting pieces of the DLC. It seems that if you're out there, was it after completing? They're adding a challenge dungeon of some sort, and it might have been tied to completion of that, but the potential exists in the DLC for the Master Sword to always be at full strength. Don't think that's going to prevent the breakage and recharge time. I think it means it's going to be at 60 damage always. So that'll be nice. If you learn where the basics respawn too, yeah, marking spots or memorizing spots where you can find certain pieces of gear that respawn can be very, very helpful. So somehow I both remembered this shrine and following the statues and their pointed swords and confused it with the shrine quest, which is, I guess, different. Is this the one to go to the... Oh yeah, it's even marked there on the map, and not all quests mark their destination. Many of them just mark the NPC who gave them. But here we have statues of the 7 heroines, so that's another one. But that's the one in the journal, not the one I just went to. Well, let's head over there. Let's see if I can grab the sand seal that was hanging out somewhere. I saw one. Or we can just go running through the desert. That works too. We've got hot gear, cold gear. After completing the 45-room combat trial. Wish we knew. When you've got Lizalfos camouflaged, you don't really know what kind it is yet. So this could be red, it could be yellow, it could be something else. And it was not red. Void! City is void. Thank you for the host. Welcome. We need plenty of every color tail. I've been trying to be good, Rivali. I've been trying to be good with the camera. Trying to be a good little bird watcher. You can also go to the closest tower and glide down to that shrine. At least that's what I did. Sure, but you know, why not explore across the desert? We don't have any hard fixed goals here today, so we're not in any kind of time crunch or headlets. Those statues we're heading for, they are big. Very, very big. Understandable, Crash. When I moved out to Colorado, it was to go to school, but I picked the state first. It's like, okay, let's try only applying to schools in Colorado, because, well, that's not a good plan. It did work out, but it was not a sound plan. But I kind of picked the area. You know, it's like I would like to live in Colorado. Why not focus on schools there? Oddly enough, I don't do that well with the cold. So that was about 10 minutes, wouldn't you say? Urbosa's Fury recharged in about 10 minutes. Don't know why, but I want to go looking up here. This is the sort of thing I imagine that Path of the Hero will show us. Be able to look at the map and see that, you know, you walked all around here, but somehow you didn't walk in this area. If you were really interested in checking out every